Hey guys, welcome back to Selenium with Java, January 2024 batch online training session 2. In today's session, I will cover what are the different operations we can do on images, checkbox, radio button, and drop down box, and how to scroll down and scroll up the web page, and the complete study of XPath or XML path and CSS selector. In the first session, you already know the basic concept of different type of testing, right? What are the different principle of testing? What is like defect life cycle? What is automation life cycle? What is software development life cycle or SDLC? What is software testing life cycle or STLC? And you already learned, right? What are the preconditions, right, to start your journey on the Selenium WebDriver with Java? So you will require Java to be installed. After that, you need to set up the path for Java home and Java path variable. Then you need to install Eclipse or any kind of IDE. It can be IntelliJ also. So I'll be creating maybe couple of video for IntelliJ. I have already planned. I will share the link so that you can understand how to start with IntelliJ with Selenium as well. We need to install the Selenium jar file, and then definitely the last important point is we need to install the relevant driver for the relevant browser you are using. Whenever you are downloading the driver, you need to make sure that what is the browser version you are using, and accordingly, right, you need to use that browser driver. After that, you need to set the path variable, sorry, for that browser. So let me open the screen so that you can understand what are the code has been written for the session one. So after you open the Eclipse, you need to create a project. How can you create a project? File, new, and Java project. So as of now, we'll be doing with Java. Slowly, we'll be go to the Maven. Okay, slowly we will go to the Maven project. So as and when you are creating a Java project option, you need to give the path name, and here you need to select is Java version 1.8 is still fine. Make sure. Okay, and then you need to click on next and finish. So automatically your project will be created, and automatically your Java packages will be imported to your project, and src folder will be created by default. And after that, if you right click on the src project and there is a src folder, there's an option called new and packages. You can create a package, and under a project you can create multiple packages, and in a package you can create multiple Java class. So package, right click, and then class, you can give any Java class, and you need to select the public static void main method, because as of now we'll be learning how to deal with the main method. But slowly, whenever will be using the testng framework, there is no need to use the public static void main method at all. Without public static void main method, using testng, we can create our tests, shoot test cases, all this stuff. And then you need to associate your Selenium jar file, whatever you already downloaded. Right click on the project, go to the properties, and there's a path called Java build path. And you could see here you can select add external jars, and you can select your Selenium server standalone jar file, and you can simply click on open and apply and close. You could see that is already there. As and when it will be adding, it will be displayed in the reference library section, whatever extra jar file you are right associating to your project. As and when you are associating to your project, automatically each and every packages, each and every classes, they can access the jar file. What a jar file can contain, a jar file can contain different packages from the relevant particular library, and in the relevant packages there will be multiple classes and multiple interfaces. So no need to worry about all this term. From next season onward, I'll be starting Java. So next 4 season will be only Java only. Once you get the complete knowledge on Java, you can able to sync it up. So this session will be Selenium WebDriver, first session and second session. Then session 3 to 6 it will be Java. 7th session will be remaining standalone features of the Selenium WebDriver. 8 and 9 will be on the TestNG framework. 10 and 11 will be data-driven keyword and hybrid framework, and the last session will be right a BDD with Cucumber. So that is the way, right, you'll be getting a good confidence, right, how to create a basic sample project, how to deal with all this stuff, how to handle right multiple test cases, how to run them in the kind of I mean, for kind of using multi-threading means like different browser, depending operating system, you can also run it, not be a problem. So as and when you are creating a class, you need to select that particular thing, right? System dot set property, and here you need to give, because that will be a key and value pair combination. So here in the key you need to give WebDriver dot gcode.driver for the Firefox browser, and here the path of the browser driver. So in case my Firefox browser, which is gcode driver, browser driver, you can right click here, you can go to the properties, and you can get the path directly. After that you can give slash slash and then the name of the driver, and then .exe is the extension of the file. So that is the way you need to do. And as and when you are giving the path, your driver setup is done, then you need to create a object or instance for the WebDriver interfaces using the relevant classes, because interfaces you cannot create a object or instance, so you need to take help from the relevant classes. In case you are using G-code Firefox browser, it will be Firefox driver. In case you are using like Chrome browser, it will be Chrome driver. And as and when you are creating the object or instance, then with the help of the object or instance you can maximize the window, and with the help of the get method which is available in the WebDriver interfaces, you can particularly launch a web page. Right, similar way you can deal with different web element. So yesterday in the last session I told, right, there are eight different kind of web element locator available in Selenium: ID, class name, partial link text, and then tag name, and then XPath and CSS. So first five: name, class name, link text, partial link text, ID, I already told. And today I will cover how to deal with the tag name, and how to deal with the XPath and CSS. And XPath and CSS, definitely you can take the default path XPath CSS, but in the real time you should avoid default one. You can create your own customized XPath and CSS. Then you can identify the element, and then you can do the relevant operations for the element type based on the element type. So if you run the program, how to run it? After creating the classes, writing the code, you need to right click here, you need to click on the run as and Java application. So automatically based on the step written, it will try to execute it in the relevant browser. So here it is launching the Chrome browser, it is launching the Facebook page, it is entering some value in the drop down field, sorry, in the text field, identify after identifying it, and it is like giving some output based on the thing you have written. In case you want to print out anything, you need to use SOISO method, which is system.out.println, and you need to give it. In case you want to text anything in the text, it will be within the double quote. Numeric part, you can just simply enter it. You can enter double. These are the kind of different variable of Java. So I will discuss it later point of time when we are covering Java. So now let's go and see how we can deal with the Chrome browser. So I'll be creating a new class in the same packages. I can give the name of the class as session2. I'll select the public static void main method and click on finish. So here we already written this code, right? So that part I can take it, okay? And what changes I will be making it, just make a note. Okay, so here it is was the Firefox browser. But in case I want to do with the Chrome browser, so what I need to change it, WebDriver dot, it will be Chrome driver. Instead of Gcode, it will be Chrome driver. CHROME. That simple thing you need to do. And here it will be path of the Chrome browser. So how you can need to download the relevant Chrome driver? So you need to check your browser history first. So if you click here, and there will be the option called help. If you go to the help, triple dot button, then you can find about Google Chrome, right? So what you need to check your browser version first. What is the version is 121. You don't need to consider on the remaining part. Okay, so it is 64-bit. You could see here 64-bit machine. So it will depend on your based on your machine. Version is 121 simply. So what you can do, you can simply go to Google and you can try like Chrome driver 121 download, right? Because Chrome driver version was like that, Chrome driver 121 download. Simply go to Google, you don't need to do anything. You can go to the official Google site. That is the download site, right? Google site. And now you could see here, you could able to find till 114. Okay, any previous version till 114 you could able to see directly from here. But beyond 114, right, there is no official like package, sorry, driver available here. So what you need to do, there is a link available called, if you are using Chrome browser version 115 or newer, please consult the Chrome for testing available dashboard. The page provides convenient JSON endpoint for specific Chrome driver version downloading. You need to click on that link, hyperlink, the Chrome for testing available dashboard. Okay, now you could see all the version beyond 114 are available here. So latest thing is 121. So there is a link, couple of link like stable link, unstable, right? Dev, beta, all the version. So I'll simply click on the stable link. Okay, now you could see there are a lot of options available. You need to make sure these two things. One is the binary and one is the platform. This is for Chrome and Linux 64 system. This is for Chrome Mac 64 system. This is the for Chrome browser, not the driver, Windows 32, Windows 64 like that. But we will require the driver for the our Windows 64 system. So this is the Chrome driver and Windows 64. So I will simply copy that link and I will paste it in the new kind of pages and simply hit on enter. So automatically the Chrome driver Win64 thing will be downloaded. Okay, it might take couple of seconds time. It's already downloaded in my system. Okay, so what I will do, you can go to, once it is downloaded, you can go to your download folder. Okay, and you could see that is the way it will look like, Chrome driver Windows 64 download. So what you can do, you can extract it. Apart from that, you can double click here. Okay, you can see there's a Chrome driver application file, so you can simply copy it and you can paste it any of the folder, or I have pasted in my desktop. Where it is pasted, you could see this is the Chrome driver.exe file. So that is the way I have pasted it. So now you need to go to the path, right, where it is kept here. So simply I have taken the path C user del desktop, then slash Chrome driver is the file name, then .exe. So that is the way I have written my code here. System.setProperty and the key will be webdriver.chrome.driver, and this is the path. C user del desktop and the name of the driver is gcodriver file name and .exe is the extension. Now similar fashions, I will create an object for WebDriver instances, interfaces. WebDriver, you can give any variable name, driver or driver1 to all this stuff, not be a problem. Anything, I can give it driver1 also, or I can give it driver, I can give it dr also, that not be a problem. It's variable name, whatever you can give it. Equal to new, it will be Chrome driver, CHROME DRIVER. D will be caps, C will be caps, WebDriver W will be caps, D will be caps, remaining everything will be lowercase. You need to give it within the bracket, you need to enclose with semicolon. That is the Java syntax. Now you could see in the left pane, error message is showing. WebDriver cannot be resolved to a type and Chrome driver cannot be resolved to a type. So that is the two error is coming. So what you need to do, you need to click here and you need to import the Chrome driver. From where it is coming? It is coming from the org.openkey.selenium.chrome packages. So you can do it once. Similarly, I need to import the Chrome driver classes also. I'll be importing the WebDriver interfaces from the org.openkey.selenium. Now you could see the message gone. And this is the warning message, YOLO marks. Okay. So why warning message is there? Because whatever driver object or instance or variable you have created, it is not being used anywhere. That is the reason warning message is coming. So first I will do, I will try to maximize the page. Driver.windows dot sorry driver.manage dot windows dot maximize. So all the methods, whatever we are typing one by one, everything is coming from the WebDriver interface. Then there is a, yeah, no, it is Chrome driver only. Okay, sorry, here, right. Okay, I can just, yeah, change it. Sorry, CHROME, yeah, Chrome driver, because I can just simply take the thing. Okay, not be a, you don't need to do anything. You just simply take the thing. You can change it to Chrome driver one also. That not be a problem. Simply do it. So nothing we are writing by our own. We are writing based on the path we are loaded based on the file name we have given. That is the way. So now driver dot get, because get is the method for launching any web page to the browser. So here, suppose say I want to launch a page for like Google page. So I can open it and I can simply copy everything and then I can just paste it here. So otherwise, in case you are not giving HTTPS protocol for complete part, it will never work. So do not try with that only, that part. It will never work. You need to give the HTTPS part also. So that is the way Selenium built up. Okay. So that is the way. Now, if I want to get the title, what I can do, I can use SOISO for printing out in the console. Then the driver is the variable. After opening the page, dot get title. You have already learnt in the last session. So that is a simple thing I have tried to execute. I am trying to execute for the using the Chrome driver. Now if I go to the run and Java application, so what it will do, it will open the Chrome browser, it will maximize it, it will load the Google page and it will give me the simply the title in the console. So this is the console window you could see. So title is giving us Google. So this is the page title. If you refer here, you could see title is Google, right? This is the title of the page. So that is the way, right? You can simply change it. Nothing is very kind of hectical thing, right? It is very simple and straightforward. It does not matter which browser you are using. It's simply just you need to download the relevant browser driver based on your browser version. You need to import the WebDriver interfaces. You need to import the Chrome driver, and after creating the object or instance, you need to simply write the couple of line of code. Then only you can work. So now I will cover one more important thing, like how to deal with the tag. So in the last session you already seen there's a method available called find element, through which you can identify a particular element and you can do the operation relevant, right? Relevant operation. But here I will try to identify element with the help of the tag name. So suppose say I can go to the Google page, right? So, and if you want to inspect an element, what you need to do, you need to simply go to the web page after opening it and you need to press F12 button, and automatically there is a inspect icon will be available and you can go mouse it over to any of the thing. Okay, suppose I am just mousing over to Gmail thing, Gmail particular text field or link. So you could see tag is starting with A. So using tag A, there will multiple link will be available. So I want to deal with all the links A. So that is the way I need to deal with the tag name called A. But whenever you are dealing with tag name, so multiple element will be visible, right? Using the same tag name, because all the link you can do it. In case there is a 1000 link, you can deal with the 1000 link. So what it will be depend. So it using the tag name, it will not give you the only one element. Instead of that, it will be giving you a list of element. So you need to call the method called find elements. So which will give you lot of elements. So what I will doing now, driver dot find elements. I will call the method. You could see. So you no need to worry about all this stuff, right? What is the return type of the element? So you could see the method name is find elements. Here you need to give the by argument, means by dot link text parcel whatever you want to do, and it will return you the list of web element, not a single web element. It is returning you the list of web elements. So return type will be list of web element and it is coming from the WebDriver interface. Okay. Now I'll be using by dot tag name. What is the tag name? Tag name is the A or anchor link. Now I need to store it. Whatever return type was there. What is return type? List of web element. List and then web element. And I can create the variable name, say links. Okay. Now you could see again error message is coming. Why? Because if the code or whatever code you have written, that is not able to understand, right? What is list, what is web element all about. So what I can do, I can click on the link here, error message here, and I can go, right? I can import the list, which is Java. List is the interface from the Java collection framework or JCF. So I will be importing the list from the java.util package. Again, web element it is not able to recognize. So what I want to do, I'll be importing the web element interface from the org.7 openq.selenium packages. Now it's gone. And a warning message only there because the variable links I did not use anywhere. So what I'll do, first I want to print out how many links is available with the tag name called anchor link. So simply I will be using SYSO, then that is my variable name, dot, there is a method available called size to get the thing. It is coming from the list interface. Return type is integer, int. So it will be printing me how many link is available in the web page, where tag name is a means link, anchor link. Now you could see it will open the Google page and it will display how many link available, how many link is available, wherever link. Total number of link available here. Total 24 link available. So that is my first part is done. In case you are having 1000 links, simply one line of code will return you the exact number of links available with the tag name called a. That is the way that tag name is very very useful in the real time as well. That is one part is done. Next part, I want to get the text of all the link, right? Whatever link is there, Gmail, images, right? All the link. This is link, this is link, this is link, right? All the link, whatever is there, I want to print it out. But these are different languages. So but here only it will print out in the only the English language only. Okay, but let's see how it is printing out. So for that you need to use a for loop. Right now no need to concentrate about all this stuff, you will be learning slowly in the Java session. Just for now just try to understand the syntax. So for that is the syntax for loop in Java. I need to start with something called integer. I can give it some variable name. Right now no need to concentrate much, so in the next word session you can understand everything. So it will be starting from the 0 and it will go till size minus 1, because in Java everything will start from 0 not from 1. Okay, so it will starting from 0 means in case your size is 24 it will start from 0, it will go till 23. That is the reason I will say size minus 1 or less than size, that means size minus 1, and every time it will increment it by 1, I plus plus. So that is the syntax for loop. Right now no need to worry about that, you can understand what is the for loop all about. Then I will be using that variable links. So for every I want to get the text, right? Dot get of every I dot text. So I can simply print out the text. Okay, but here I need to print out within the SYSO. You can cut it. Let's, now let's try to run the code and let's see whether it is printing all the link or not in the console. So you could see all the links has been printed here, right? Okay, 24 links, and you could see some of the blank link, and whatever question mark is there, that means it is not in English language, so Selenium is not able to understand them. So total 24 link, some of the link is blank, some of the link is like Gmail images, you could see wherever is English like there, Gmail images, right? Sign in, about, advertisement, business, how to search, pybase, policy setting, all this stuff is coming. Okay, so that is the way. In case your about requirement is that you need to print every link, how many link is available, you can simply write this down of code. Now say from the link, right? Your requirement is to click on a certain link with some particular text. So what I can do within that particular part, right? I can give a if condition. If so, all these are the Java part. Okay, no need to worry about anything. So just high level, maybe you having some confusion, but slowly you can able to understand. This is the variable links dot for every I get of I dot get of text. So that is the way I am trying to take get the text for every I, every iteration. Is there a method I can called ignore equal case, or equals ignore case means case sensitive part it will be ignored, right? Equals ignore case. So here I'll be giving some text called Gmail. So Gmail I can give it like that. Okay. So it will just ignoring the case sensitive part, uppercase lowercase part, it will be ignored. Okay, then what will happen in case my text is matching, right? So it will simply click on the links dot get I dot click. And in case my click is happening, I want to quit the loop or close the loop, so I can break the loop. Why I would require to use break? Suppose say you need to go to a complex, right? There is a 50 flat is there, okay? And you need to find out the person, right? You need to reach out to me in my complex. There is a around 160 flat is there. You need to find a person called Haradhan, but you don't know my flat number, right? Block number, everything. So what you will go one by one. Suppose say after 31 iteration, you find my flat and you meet me. So your objective is done. After that, you don't want to go to the remaining flat. So that is the reason you can break the loop. As and when your requirement is matched, you no need to iterate it, so that you can simply save your time. But after a meeting with me again, there is no requirement, but still you want to go, but there is no need. So you need to break it. As and when the condition is matching, you can break it. So in case of my first flat, you are able to meet me. So you are no need to go to the other remaining 150 plus flat, right? So that is the reason we can use it. Now let's see what the code is behaving. So here I am identifying all the link with the tag name called A. Then I am simply using a for loop. So it is starting from I equal to 0 to the link minus 1, size minus 1. Now here I have given a condition as and when my link text is matching after ignoring the case sensitivity part, matching that word called Gmail. So immediately it will click on that Gmail link and it will break out the loop. So that is the way it will run. So as and when Gmail text is matching, it will simply click on the Gmail link. That is the way I can write so many lines of code. So as and when Gmail is matching, it is able to click on the Gmail link. So that is the way, right? Your link or your tag name will play a pivotal role also in the Selenium WebDriver as an element locator. Okay? Yeah. Any questions? Yeah, this might be little complicated, no need to worry. So next portion and Java part will be there where you can understand if loop, for loop, all the important of the break and continue keyword, everything. Then you can slowly able to interrelate and you can understand what is the list interface, what is the set interface, right? What are the different methods available in the Java collection framework, all this stuff. But yeah, this session might be little bit complex. After that, you can able to relate it. Okay, but that is the objective of the element locator called tag name. Any questions, anyone? No, for all the link tag name will be same. Just go here 1 second. So this is the Google, right? If you go to the other one, that is the way it is. You could see the tag name is A, right? If you go to the other link, any of the link tag name will be A. So that is the reason it is identifying, right? Tag name, this is the first one. You could see tag name. So that is the way it is identifying all the link only, because all the link tag name will be A only, anchor link. Hmm. No. Facebook page also it will be same only. Okay. In case it is different, you need to identify that way only, na, based on the requirement. Okay. Suppose say Facebook page, right? If you go to the tag name, you could see tag name is starting with A. That is the HTML properties. That is nothing but the HTML property. That is the way developer, right, kind of design the web page using that different HTML properties. Okay. Yeah, all the link and hyperlink primarily as a generic one, right? Suppose, yeah, right, industry to any page. Suppose if you go to the ready page, right? So you could see there are kind of other link, right, available. So if you go here, you could able to see uh, tag name will be same only. You could see tag name is A, right? So it does not matter, and does not matter on any browser, because your element locator will be same for across the browser. It will be common because those are the HTML properties. It does not matter using which browser, which system you are using it. It will be same. HTML properties will remain constant across the browser, across the system. But right, No. Images it will be different. Okay. For every element type it will be different. Okay. I already told, right? In case it is a text box, tag name will be starting with input, right? You could see tag name is starting with input. Images primarily it will be IMG or SRC. Okay. Anything it can happen. Okay. So link and hyperlink it will be like that. For table it will be dr div. It will be td tr all this stuff. Okay. So slowly you can able to understand. And most of the field, right, primarily checkbox, text box, radio button, tag name will be always input, but there will be another thing called type. Okay. So you could see for the text field, tag name is input, but type equal to text, right? But in case you are going for radio button or checkbox, so in tag name will be still input, but type will be radio or checkbox like that. Okay, that is the way you can understand. Even without, right, seeing the UI, you can from the HTML properties itself, you can able to understand what is all about. Okay, you could see. One second. Tag name is input, but type is radio. For the text field, type equal to text. For the checkbox, it will be input only, but type equal to checkbox. So that is the way it will be mixed combination. So that is the way the HTML properties you wise, right? Development team developed the web page. Those are the HTML properties. Okay, and these are the called different attribute in the HTML properties. Attribute, type is the attribute, name is the attribute, ID is the attribute, value is the attribute, and these are the corresponding relevant value for this attribute. Any other questions? Okay, so we'll go now as per the session's topics. So images are nothing but some sort of kind of say images is there in the web page. Sometimes an advertisement might be coming, right? So images links are the links in web pages represented by images, which whenever user is clicking, sometimes navigate to a different window or page also. Sometimes images can have some link associated. Sometimes it can be static content. There is no image or link. In case there is a link, sometimes it can open a new page, or sometimes in the same window or same pages it can open to another pages also like that. So user cannot use the by dot link text or partial link text method because images link basically have no link text at all. So it is better to use sys or XPath. But in case some of the images there is no link or hyperlink available, so you can just get the different properties or attribute of the images with the help of the get attribute method. So suppose say in the Facebook page I already showed you there's images available. Facebook. How you can understand? Because it is starting with img, right? Tag name. So, but here there is a no link. So it is a static images. So I can get the different properties for these images using the get attribute method. So what I will be doing, I will be kind of commenting all the lines written so far. How you can do it? Select all the line and go to source, add block comment. Automatically those lines will be commented out. And now I will open the pages for the Facebook. So I will simply change the URL only. And I already told, right, last time, in case you want to create a web element with the help of that web element kind of stuff, you can use it multiple times. Why we need to use the component? Because in case you anything got changed, right, you will be only updating only one place and remaining place it will be automatically like implemented. So I will try to create a web element for the Facebook page. So what? Let's try to create it web element. Say Facebook image. That is the variable name I'm giving. Driver dot find element by dot xpath. So I will try to take the default xpath. Okay, in case it is working. Otherwise, I need to create my own xpath because images primarily the other thing attribute will not work. You need to go with the xpath or CSS. So I will try to copy the default xpath. Let's see in case it's working or not. I will end with semicolon. Now I already had my variable. So what I can do, I can print out different properties with the help of the attribute. method, right? Dot get attribute. This is the method, and here you need to give the attribute, so the corresponding value will be displayed. So class, exactly. Similarly, what are the different other attribute is there? Then there's another attribute called src and alt. Now let's try to see whether the default XPath is working or not. It might work, it might not work. So that is the reason we will be creating our own XPath always. Yeah, it's work. Okay. So I'll show you what it might, why it might not work in the other XPath and CSS topics. That is the first one, class. You could see class. What is the class value? FV hyphen logo space hyphen, right, like that. You could see that is matching. Then what is the src? Like that, right? HTTPS static dot access, something like that. You can match it. Then the what is the our ALT attribute value? It is Facebook. So that is the way you can do it. In case sometimes some link or hyperlink is there, simply you can use click method. Dot click. So it will either open a new web page or window or something. It will be within the same page. It will open something. So that is the way primarily you can deal with the link, or sorry, not link, images. Sometimes couple of images might have different tag name called src as well. But IMK and src primarily tag for all the images which will be embedded in the web page. Then I will cover two important topics: how to deal with radio button and checkbox. So can anyone tell me what is the difference between this part? Yeah, tell me. Yes, yes, yes. Link text primarily in case it is a link you can use, but for the images part, link or parcel link will never work in case though link is there. Yeah, it is only for the link. Yeah. Yeah, same method, but images link and parcel link will never work. Okay. So you need to always go with XPath or CSS. But in case it's a link or hyperlink, you can go with the partial link text or link text. In case you are using link text, you need to give the complete image text of the link. In case you are using the partial link text, you need to give the dynamic path, right? Any path which will be unique in nature in the particular page. Otherwise, it will never work. Okay, can anyone tell me the difference between a checkbox and radio button from the theoretical perspective? Forget about the Selenium because that concept is yeah. So that is partially correct, but one difference is that radio button, suppose there is a four options available, right? So you can select one options, but can you deselect it after double clicking it? No, it will no, right? Because in case you are selecting the other option, then automatically your first option will be deselected and second option will be selected. So that is the way radio button will work. But for the checkbox, in case you are having a four checkbox, you can tick mark all the four at the same time. If you double click on that, it will be unchecked. But that is the main difference. Similarly, Selenium also will try to implement those two part. Okay. So what are the properties available? So similar way, first I can check whether it is displayed or not. Once it is displayed, I will check whether that particular field is enabled or not. Once it is enabled, then I can check automatically it is selected or not. And then I can click on that option to select. And in case it is checkbox, again I am hitting the click, so automatically it will be deselected. So that is the only difference. This is the fourth similar method available, but functionality wise, that is the differences. So now we'll try to construct one thing to understand how, right, we can deal with the different checkbox or radio button. So this is the web page where you could see the both checkbox and radio button on the same page. So I already sending you the code also. So you can refer my code and you can practice it. All the URL also will be getting. You don't need to research anything. So you could see here, if you select this option 1, it's selected. If you double click here, nothing, it's not selected. If you select the other option, automatically first option is getting deselected and second option, third option is selected. But for the checkbox, you can check everything. And if you double click again, it will be deselected. So that is the way we will try to implement it. So let's start with the radio button first. So this is the radio button option 1. Input is the tag name, type equal radio, name equal to waveform, ID equal to VFB hyphen 7 hyphen 1. So you need to understand whether those particular thing is available in the web page is unique or not. What are the 8 element locator? Name, ID, class name, XPath, CSS, partial link text, all this stuff, right? Tag name. But waveform name is not unique. For the other field also waveform is there, right? So it is not unique. In case we need to see ID is unique, so copy it and press Ctrl F here, Ctrl F, and you paste it. The same. You could see one of one means that particular ID is unique in that web page. So I can trust on that, right? Because your element locator value should be unique in the web page. Then only you could able to do the thing properly. In case it is not a unique, then it will be creating trouble. Okay. So here ID is unique. So what I will do first after opening the page, I'll be creating a web element. Say radio 1 equal to driver dot find element by dot id. What is the id? That is the id, right? I can keep it, and I already created a web element. Now with the help of the web element, I can first check whether is displayed or not. Dot is displayed, so it will give me what is the return type of this method. It is coming from the web element interfaces. Return type is boolean. Then similar way I can go with the after displayed, I can check whether is enabled. Also it is boolean return type true or false. I can check whether is selected or not. Dot is selected. Then I can select it. Dot select. So these three things will give me the output in my console, right? And then I can get the details thing. After radio 1 selected, I can create another kind of element for radio 2. Let's inspect it, radio 2 or option 2. What is the ID? Is VFB hyphen 7 hyphen 2. You can simply change it, and then I radio 2 I can also select it. I can check the other also existence. Oh, sorry, it will be click. Sorry, it will be click. Yeah. Yeah. Click is no return type is void, means it is performing the operation only. Similar way, I can radio 2 also I can click. Okay. So I can give some thread time, right? So that you can understand. Thread dot sleep. Maybe 33 seconds. So you can understand first thread is radio 1 is selected and radio 2 is selected. So automatically radio 1 will auto select. Add false declaration. I can use the exception. Now if you run your code, so radio option 1 will be selected. It will wait for 3 seconds. After that option 2 will be selected. You could see that is the way execution is happening. So my code is working fine. And for option 1, what is the output? True. Yes. Displayed yes. Enabled yes. Is selected? No. Right? False. But after selecting, if you just go here, right, it will be true. Let's go one more time, and so here it will be true. So that is the way you can verify from the code perspective that your code is working properly or not. Okay, so another option will be displayed in the console and it will be true, right? So after clicking happening, So it is now selected. So that is the reason it is coming as true. Initially it was false, selected, and then it is clicking on that, and now it is coming as true. So that is the way you can, right, really validate the thing from your code perspective. Okay, now I'll go for the checkbox, similar fashion. So I can give something called checkbox 1. Okay, so let's see what is the ID. Yeah, PAV-6-0. So I need to variable, change the variable name everywhere. So what is the difference now? Difference will be both the checkbox will be selected right now. Both the checkbox will be selected because other checkbox selection will not check the status of the first one. That is the difference between checkbox and radio button. So now two checkbox will be selected based on the code. After 3 seconds, checkbox will be also selected, but it is not deselecting the checkbox one. So if you want to deselect the checkbox one, so again you need to click here. So automatically it will be deselected. After 33 seconds, you could see it will be deselected. So first checkbox one will be selected. After 3 seconds, checkbox 2 will be selected and checkbox 1 will be deselected. So that is the way your code is working. No, I can do it. I can check it. No worry. I can check it. I mean, just I have written the code only for that one. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Why it will not like that? So let's go with that also. So you could see the checkbox 3 also will be selected, right? So I need to give the variable name checkbox 3. And if you want to select all checkbox, so I will not be selecting it again, right? So automatically. Yeah, you need to create the element, right? Yeah, you need to create the element. Otherwise, how it will do? Because your every checkbox, every element is having different properties, unique properties, right? After 3 seconds, checkbox 2 and checkbox 3 will be selected automatically. Now it's working. So whatever way you want to operate, it will be you need to write the code accordingly. But every element should be unique in the web page, otherwise it will not be right. At least some properties will be different. Otherwise you cannot identify the element, na? So that is the way your HTML properties should be written accordingly whenever they have developed it. Yeah. Yeah, you need to click it again, na? So that is the code I have written, right? Because for checkbox you need to check it again. So you need to click it again, so it will be deselected. I already showed, right? But radio button, if you select the other one, automatically the first one will be deselected, second will be deselected like that. But for checkbox, first click is the selection, second click is the deselection for the same entity. Any other questions as of now? Are you able to understand? Sorry, right? I am not going too fast, guys. Okay, n number of questions can be there. Just try to understand the concept. Okay, coding for other part will be there, but a concept is really required to understand. You should not kind of remember all the line of code. Instead of that, you need to remember the syntax only. That's all. Because whenever you'll be writing 1000, 2000 line of code, you cannot remember all this stuff. Even if you forgot something, suppose say if you forgot something, what you need to do, right? Say I have forgot something. So what I can do simply, I can click on the variable. I can press dot. It will giving you all the methods available, right? And what is the objective of each in a method, you can get it, right? That is the way you need to get it. So say for the checkbox, right? What for the web element, right? In case you forgot something. So what are the different methods available? You can simply get it. right? You can clear it, you can click it, but maybe but these are the method that might be associated. Okay, might not be applicable, but these are the method maximum it can work. That is the way. If you forgot something, still you can recapture, right? So you no need to remember anything. Just need to remember the syntax, how to use, from where it is coming, what are the exact way you need to replicate it. That's all. Any other questions, anyone? I will take a pause. You no need to worry. Any questions, any number of questions, I can definitely able to answer. Not be a problem at all. Hajira and Rinshu, you are new, I think. You did not join the first season. So, are you able to understand? Yeah, I know that maybe you have missed the first season, so you need to go through it. But any kind of question is coming from the first season also, let me know. We can discuss it. No worry. Okay. So on the first season only the basic part covered, but again I can repeated the first season objective also how to start it up, right? So just go through the session video and documentation and try to practice it and let me know in case you are has facing any kind of challenges. Okay, I'll be repeated, not be a problem at all. Okay, Dipti, Namrata, Rabiatul, Puspa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that is the difference. Advanced part is coming. Okay, that part I will try to cover it as well. But yeah, you need to learn the all the concepts slowly so that it will give you the clear message from where it is coming. Slowly you will go to the advanced one. Okay, we are starting from the ABCD and slowly we'll go to the advanced one. Yes, yeah, because you need to understand system is the class right from the Java, and dot set what is the method from the Java. It is coming from system class. So we'll go with all the web manager as well slowly in case. No worry. Yeah, I'll cover it because unless you are learning the ABCD part, I told right. So in the first couple of 4 or 5 sessions, you'll be learning the ABCD. Then slowly you'll be learning how to kind of write a sentences. Okay. Then in the last 3 or 4 sessions, you'll be learning how to create the framework. That is the way. But otherwise, in case want to start with the framework, every step you will be having the questions only because you are not able to understand how it is coming. Okay, so that is the reason I mean creating the thing from the scratch, so that later point of time will not be having this kind of questions. And you want to just I want to make you clear the basic or the root part, right? So that your root is strong, then right here I mean it can be like any kind of maybe your base is strong, kind of strong, then you can right. It can be 5 story, 6 story, 8 story building as well, not be a problem. Okay. In case you are already having some knowledge, then few of the parts right you already know, but still I could say that couple of important concept will be learning every class. Yeah. Slowly. Everything, whatever you are looking for, everything will be covered slowly. Okay, no worry. And Maven project, in case you are looking for, I can give a video for the Maven. Okay, you can get to know. Okay, as well. No worry. But I'll be covering slowly as for the right. I mean, syllabus prepared. I have prepared. Okay. To avoid any kind of conflict or any kind of confusion down the line. Step by step you will learn. Okay, then another important topics I will let you know, which is called how to scroll down or scroll up a page. Okay. Then in the last two topics is very very important, how to create our own CSS or XPath. Okay. Apart from that, there is another thing available, right, for handle drop down list. So say there is a page, like this is the page. Say what is drop down? Yeah, yeah. That is already there in the seventh session. Okay, no worry. Yeah. So most of the topics, right, we will be using daily basis mostly that is already covered. Okay, no worry. It will be there. Okay, just check the syllabus. More you can get to know. Okay. So here there is a drop down field, right? So there is a country drop down, say there is a city drop down, but I need to select something. But drop down in the normal way you cannot handle it. Okay, so how can you handle it? So there is a predefined class available in Selenium called select class, through which you can handle the drop down. So what is the tag name for drop down? It will be select tag name. You could see for the drop down tag name is coming as select. And if you expand it, right, you could see all the option value. So in the drop down, there will be three primary category. One is called sorry, indexing. Then one will be called value, and another will be called text. So that is the way you can handle the drop down. So there is a predefined select class available in Selenium for handling drop down, which helps a lot while working with the drop down. To handle drop down or multi select list in the Selenium, primary following method can be used. If you want to select something, you can use select by visible text, select by index, select by value, right? In case you want to deselect it, so deselection only happening, right, whenever there is a multiple drop down, you can select this kind of stuff. You can use it deselect by index, deselect by value, deselect by kind of method, sorry, deselect by invisible text, or deselect all. So how to select a thing? So for that first I'll be creating a element where you could see any kind of thing, right? ID, name, I can create, identify the element first. So what I'll do after opening the page, I'll be creating a web element, say country, equal to driver dot find element by dot name. Okay, sorry, by dot ID. What is the ID? Country. You could see some error messages there. I need to change it to ID. Now error message gone. Now I need to use the select class. So I'll be creating an object called select class. Select maybe country option equal to new select. Here you need to give the country variable. Now error message is there, so you need to import the select class from the Selenium only, because it will be coming from Selenium, not a Java feature. It is feature for Selenium class. Now how I can use it? What are the options will be coming? You could see all the options will be coming whatever I have written, right? Select by index, select by all this stuff. Okay, so select by index. So what is the index? In case there is an option, right? 100 options. So your indexing will start with 0, it will go till 99. So that is the way you can get it. So here you could see if you expand it, automatically it is displayed here, right? Like that. So first one is indexing 0, option is India. Indexing 1, American Samoa. Indexing 2, it is not the value, it is indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. If my index is 4, so it will select Angola, right? 0, that is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So in case I want to go with the index 4, so it will select Angola. So Angola it will select. And I can give some thread time, thread dot sleep for waiting for 3 seconds or 4 seconds. Then I can again go with another option. So dot select by value. Okay, what value I can give it? Say I'm giving the value called say 9. So it will select Argentina. In case I am giving value called 9, within the double quote I need to give it. Indexing is a thing, but it will give it. So it will select Argentina, right? So this is there, and apart from that, I can give another 4 second time or thread sleep time. Then I can use no, it will be select, not deselect by. It will be select by value, and then another one dot select by value done visible text. What is the visible text I can give? Suppose say I want to select say Bahamas, so I need to give it, right? Or maybe Austria. I need to give the exact text. That is the text, right? Yeah, this is the text. Austria for the label part, right? So I can give it Austria so that it will select Austria. So that is the way I can select it required value because in case you want to fill some form, right? You might be need to deal with some sort of drop down value, right? Where you need to select it. So now let's try to run the code and let's see my selection is happening based on the index select by index, based on select by value, or based on select by visible text. So to open the page for Rediff register login, first it will select Anguilla, right? Wherever is there based in Argentina, and then 4 second Austria, right? So that is my objective, right? Okay. So that is the way either you can go with like index. So it will be 0, 1, 2. In case option 100 is there, it will be 0, 1, 2 step by step. In case this value you need to select, you need to give the exact value here, right? Whatever is coming. So how can you do? Just you need to inspect the element first. You need to mouse it over. Let's close it first. Let's press F12 button from the press. Let's go to the inspect element, whatever drop down field. Now you need to expand it, right? That option, expand it, arrow one. Then automatically you'll be getting all the option. Yeah, right, right. Ha. Yes, yes. Yeah, mouse it over is also there, not be a problem. Keys down, keys up, all this stuff is there. There is in the actions class. Yeah. Mostly it will be covered. Yeah. So you could see this is the first. Yeah, tell me. Yeah. List. I will let you know, explain it. Okay, hold on. I will just cover it. What? So the first one is indexing part. Second one is value, and third one is the text. Right? So now you could want to see the all the drop down list, right? Whatever you said. Okay. So what I will do, there is options I have created. There's a method called get options. You could see get options. It is coming from select class. What is the thing? Return type list of web element, right? So you need to store list of web element. Just similar type whatever you have did with the tag name. Same way we will do it. Same, nothing difference. Okay, list of web element. Say any value I can give. Country list. Now you can simply import it. Sorry, web element. Web. Okay, now you can simply get to know how many list is there. Dot size. That is the one option. And I will simply copy that part. Okay, whatever you have written. Loop, right? I will not take anything new. Okay, because same thing you can use it again and again and again. Okay, you could see same code I am repeating. I'm not repeating anything new. Okay, first it will give me the size and then it will give me the all the option name if I want to print out. And then you can easily validate. It will take time because I think country is close to 200. Might be country will be available. So you could see it is printing, right? Now you could see. Go here. Up. Like 248 option is there and it is coming, right? India, American Samoa, Andorra, Angola. You can check it like ordering, same ordering. Okay. The first one is India, then American Samoa, then Andorra, Angola, Anguilla, Antarctica, whatever is there. You could see all the option is coming line by line. And what is the last option? You can also check on the last couple of also, right? Serbia, Timor-Leste, something like that. 240 option, you can also check it. Total 240 option, 248 total option, and the last couple of stuff is like which you can Serbia, Timor-Leste, West Bank. So that is the way it is matching. Okay. So no need to write and same similar line of code. It is already there for the tag name and the kind of select class also. Any questions? Devi, I think right. You have the question right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Then another important thing I'll be covering it like how to scroll down or scroll up a web page. So why it is required? Can anyone explain me in case you are having any idea why you need to scroll up or scroll down a page? Yes. Hmm, 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 hmm. Yes. So page is not fitting in the whatever zoom you have did, right? By default, right? It should be 100% zoom only. But suppose in the right, left, right, up, down might be scroll is page is not fitting. That might be happen for couple of pages, right? Because this is a very very big page. Hmm. So generally your code might not fail, but sometime in case in 100% zoom your page particular web element is not coming, so you are writing the code for it, but it is not able to understand, right? Because it is not 100% coverage. So that is the reason sometime you need to write zoom, I mean scroll down, scroll up, right? Or maybe need to go to a particular element, right? All this stuff we need to do. So scroll bar allows user to move around screen in horizontal and vertical direction or vertical direction if the current page scroll does not fit in the visible area of the screen. It is used to move the window up and down. So to scroll using Selenium, user need to use JavaScript executor interface, which helps to execute JavaScript method through Selenium WebDriver. So how can it do a scroll up a scroll page? Suppose say this is my ready page, but couple of page might be there in the both the area, right? Vertical wise, horizontal wise, it is not visible at all. So how need to here it is only the horizontal wise, sorry, vertical wise it is not fitted, right? Here you could see you need to scroll it. Sometimes page might be horizontal wise also not fit in the 100% zoom might be. So here I need to scroll down. So there are my three options is available. Either I need to scroll a couple of pixel, maybe 100 pixel, 200 pixel, I can do it, or either I can directly go to the bottom of the page, or I can directly go to element and then I can do some operation on the element so that my script will never fail. So this is the three thing I can do is using Selenium WebDriver, right? Either pixel movement, either horizontal, vertically up and down, or either I can simply go to the bottom of the page, or I can simply go to element and then I can identify the element and simply whatever operation I can do it. So these three things I will cover it here. Java script. So if you do not know the method name, you just enter something, then press Control spacebar. Control spacebar. You could see the relevant method name is coming, right? Suggestion is coming. So it is you could see this is interface I sign. It is coming from org open selenium, right? It is the I JavaScript executor that is interface name and coming from org open selenium. That is the way it will save your time. So JavaScript executor I can give the variable name equal to What is the thing I need to do? JavaScript executed because it interface. So I need to typecast the driver. That is called typecasting. Either I can use a class or I need to typecast the class instance. Because for the interface, I cannot directly create an object. Because interface cannot be instantiated. Okay, that part you will learn in Java, no worry. Then, simply using that one, I can simply go down some pixels. So just I will simply copy the code. Whatever code is written, you can simply use it. Okay. Say this is the thing. I need to scroll down by 100 pixel. So I'll explain it. What is the x-axis and y-axis objective? This is called x-axis. Means this will go you the horizontal wise. Here, if you give the positive sign, means left to right. If you give negative sign, negative 100, so it will go 100 pixel from the right to left. And if you give the positive sign in the y-axis, it will go from top to bottom 100 pixel. If you give negative 100, in case it will go from the bottom to top, like that is the way. So I can move to 200 pixels, say. So that pixel is exactly, it will be handled by the program only. Even I do not have any idea what is pixel, like 100 pixel it will be, but slight changes. It will open the page and it will go down by 200 pixel. You could see that is the way 200 pixels movement done. If you go give it 100 pixel, right, then you can need to give it 100. So that is the only one option. But in case your page is not visible in the vertical horizontal both way, you can use the x-axis as well. So x-axis for x-axis positive value is from left to right, negative value is right to left. Y-axis positive value is from the top to bottom, negative value is bottom to top. Like 100 pixel movement happen. That is the one option. Second option, I can directly go to the bottom of the page. I do not care about how many, what is size of the page, but I want to simply go to the bottom of the page. So you need to use that method, go window.scroll to. So simply that particular line of script you can use it. You no need to worry about that. Okay. So automatically it will go to the bottom of the page. So if you go to the particular, you could see it's going to the bottom of the page, right? Not a pixel movement. Automatically it will go to the bottom of the page. So first one is like window to scroll by method where you can go to some pixel movement, vertical horizontal wise. Then window to scroll to like scroll into height that you can go to the bottom of the page. And then next one you can go to a particular location or particular element, you can just go to that so that element will be visible, and after that you can perform the operation, right? So there is another method called last one element for going to any element. So there is a trick for that. So it will not work like because JSC, whatever element we have given, but there is no signifier, right? I did not signify anything. So what I will do first, I will try to identify the element first. Then I will go to the element. So this is a suppose a terms and condition link or privacy policy link I want to identify, and then I want to click on that link. So what I will do, I will try to go to that link here. So this is the link I can identify with the help of the text. So I'll create a web element, say. Say what is the name of the link? Privacy policy link. That is the variable I'm creating. Web element is for storing the web element. Nah? Properties, right? A web element means a particular web element you want to store. And JavaScript executive interface, right? For where you are having so many important methods available to scroll down, scroll up, right? Or to identify element. Sorry, to identify element. Okay, identify element means to so that element will be visible, not for identifying. So that I am going to that portion of the element, right? So that is the way. And web element, you already see a lot of web element because we are storing it, right, in somewhere, in some variable. So that particular properties I can use n number of times in anywhere. And in case my properties get changed, I will simply update only one place. So that is the way I'm creating the web element. Yeah. No, no, it's JavaScript executor method, right? Whatever you need to call it. Because JavaScript executor is the interface, and those are the method is coming from the JavaScript executor interface. So this is the thing, I just simply change it. So that automatically it will go to the element. Your This is the element first I am trying to identify it, right? From the pages. But in case page is not fully visible, then sometime page will not be able to identify because it will go for the 100% zoom sometime. But some of the cases it might also happen. That is different story. But majority of the reason your script might fail, your object will not identify. Why? What is the reason? Because sometimes your page is not fully loaded in the 100% zoom. That is the one reason. Second reason is some properties might got changed. Third reason is that whatever element locator you have used that is not valid, maybe duplicate might be there and it is not able to uniquely identify it. Or sometime your page is not loaded fully because sometimes in case the page is big, it might take 20, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, even 1 minute time to load. But in case you did not giving any explicit implicit timeout, all this stuff, right? It will immediately try to load it and it will not found and it will throw the error. So that is the reason we need to find out the way, right, where your script will never fail, or a minimum, or maybe your failing ratio might be reduced. Okay. So now I am going to that particular link. Then I am clicking on the link. So your script will not fail. You could see displayed and the link and it is already opening in the new page, right? Privacy policy. So this is the way, right? I can deal with that particular kind of moving my sorry I mean scrolling down or scrolling up or like the different stuff in the web page. Okay, scroll down or scroll up a page. Any questions? Otherwise I'll go to the next two important topics. Yeah, that also possible, right? I already told, right? You need to give the x-axis, x-axis one, x-axis, and y-axis is for vertical, x-axis is for horizontal. X-axis positive value means left to right, negative value is right to left. Y-axis positive value is top to bottom, negative value is bottom to top. Okay. So I'll cover the next two important topics. Very, very important is and like no, no, you can give anything, right? You can give it. Minus 50 means in case you're already down, then it will up, right? Otherwise it will never work. Okay. You can give 150, 120, whatever is based on requirement. I've just given it some basic sample. Okay. So you already know like there are 8 element locator techniques available: ID, name, class name, XPath, CSS, right, link text, first link text, and tag name. But in case you are not able to identify with the first two, then you can use the CSS or select CSS or XPath. Okay. So XPath is defined as XML path. It is syntax or language for finding an element on the web page using XML path expression. So in case, say these six unique ID is not available, element locator is not available for that element, then there is no other way, right? You need to go with the expert of CSS. Or sometime this element is available, but still it is not working. Then also you need to create your own expert or own CSS. So that is the reason. But CSS and expert are objective is pretty much similar, but the syntax is different. Then in the XPath, there is a concept called relative XPath, absolute XPath, and partial XPath. Okay, though we will not be using absolute and partial, but you need to understand the concept because the interviewer might ask the reason. Okay, I'm just giving a simple example, then you can let me know in case you are having any confusion. So say, right, maybe you are staying in Bangalore or Delhi and you need to come to my place to Kolkata, right? You can go via maybe a flight or maybe train. Okay, so first you'll be coming to Kolkata airport, say, then you are coming to my kind of zip code, then you are coming to my address, then you might coming to my complex, then you are coming to my tower or kind of apartment, and then to you are coming to my flat. So that is the way you are coming straight using the absolute path, right? because step by step you are coming. Okay, but tomorrow say you already say instead of Bangalore, right? You already in my zip code already. So you no need to travel from Bangalore. All this path you can, those paths you can ignore, and simply you can come to my place. That is called partial XPath because that part already traverse I, and then I no need to traverse from again all this part, right? But what is the problem can happen in the absolute path or partial XPath? Can anyone tell me what problem you can face? Yes. So just then I'll explain this another example. So you need to meet with me, right? But you did not inform me, okay? Or maybe you did not ask me. You tell me that Haradhan, like I want to visit with you next week, okay? But I did not get a call, right, from you, and you did not notify me that when you want to meet, right? Okay. So, but you already having my address, flat address, and you came to my flat. Then you did not find me. So what is the thing, right? You already traversed from the Delhi or Bangalore to Kolkata. You came to my flat, but you are not able to meet me. Why? Because maybe that time, right? I maybe travel to other places. Maybe suppose I have traveled to Bangalore or Delhi, right? Okay, or maybe I just outside, right? So what you need to do instead of traveling to my place, you can call me, and then maybe that day I am not staying in. You need to urgently meet with me. I am not staying at my home, so you can call me and you can ask the relevant address at that time so that I can go give you that. Maybe I am in different places, so you can directly meet me, and you will never fail to meet me, right? So that is called relative XPath. So you are coming from the relative way, and you are able to meet the objective, and that will never fail. Okay, so relative expense is more like starting with double slash, where absolute expense is coming from the parent to the child root node to the child node, and in case some property is getting changed, your XPath will fail in the absolute or partial. But for the relative XPath, I will try to find the element which will never change or maybe static part. Then I will try to traverse from that one, so that will never fail. So, example, are you able to understand completely the concept of these three XPath? Yeah, partial XPath is not from the absolute one. Suppose you already traverse to a particular location, so again you don't need to reverse back, na? So that right, with the partial part you can reach to that particular element. Okay. So say what is the problem might be coming? Why we need to create our own XPath? I'm giving an example. So in the last session you already seen, right? Though I am taking the system default XPath, sometimes it is failing. Why? Because it is creating the by default that partial or maybe the other XPath, right? Absolute XPath, which should not be good for real-time example. We should always go with the relative XPath. Apart from that, there might be couple of elements, right? Element locator available, ID, name, all this stuff, but still which with that those one were unable to identify the element, then we need to go with that XPath only or CSS only. So I'm just trying to give you example. Say I need to give some name in the full name field, right? So I already opened my pages. So I need to identify the element driver dot find element by dot name. Okay, so what is the name? Name is the element locator, and that is the name. I can copy it simply and I can give it. Right? Say I need to enter say anything name, right? Say Rahul. Sorry, don't send key because that is the text field. So send key is the method to enter any value in the text key. Say Rahul. Okay. Now let's try to run the code. So whether my code will be successful or not. Let's see. Then you can explain me why it is not successful. Though I have used the valid element locator and the exact value for the element locator, but still it is not successful, might not be successful. Though element locator is available, but still it is not successful. Sometimes you have the field, right? There no, should be no element locator at all. You could see nothing entered. And you can go to the Eclipse, you could see error message came. What is the error message? No such element exception, means unable to locate the element with the help of the whatever you have given the name. Okay, so that might be one reason. Means element locator apart from XPath is available, but still it is not working. And apart from that, right, for suppose say couple of stuff, okay, say Facebook page images, right? You already seen there is only class. Sometimes class might not work. Apart from that, there is no name, ID, link text, partial link text you cannot use. So how can you do? There is no other way. You have to go for the XPath CSS only. But here it is why it is failed. I have given name is already there, but I have given the value, but it still not work, and my script got failed and it is showing the error. Can anyone tell me why it is getting failed? Yeah, no name is there, no ID is there, but name is the unique property, right? Element locator properties only. Okay, so why? Because in the name part, you could see if you open in Notepad, okay, so in the part, okay, so this is called static part and this is called dynamic part. Okay, because dynamic part will change every time. This is called session ID, which may change every time. But in the name, there is no option there. I can give partial, right, value, name element locator. But that dynamic part is getting changed every time. So that is the reason. Suppose say now it is 3024, next time it can be 3025, 26 like that. So every time it will change and it will never work. That is the main reason. How I can export because it is not a link. How I can do with the partial link text? Sorry, partial export. No, 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 no. Because name you cannot use the partial part. Now you have to give the full name only. Because name is element locator. Nah, you need to give the exact name. For ID, name, class name, you need to give the exact value. For link text and partial link text, you can give the partial part. But it's not a link. Then how will you use the partial link and link text? Because link text and partial link text only applicable for the link only, right? But it's the input field. Okay. So that is the reason I need to create my own customized XPath. So how can I create the customized XPath? So there are a couple of options available. So I can use the basic XPath. I can use the contents word maybe sometime. I can use or and and. And means suppose see with unique element locator I am not able to identify. So I need to combine couple of stuff and then I can go with that. Or means suppose say I can use either one or two. In case it's a link, I can use create the XPath with text. In case something like I can use the start with part. So that is the way I will try to create XPath. So let's try to create a simple XPath. Okay. So how can I do it? So those part I will show you later. Go to the Facebook page. Let's try to create XPath here. Okay. So tag name is input. Say name is email, right? Or maybe the value is called data hyphen test ID. Let's see whether it's unique or not. Control F. Yeah, it is one of one, right? That is unique. So how can I create XPath? Slash slash tag name. Slash slash tag name. What is the tag name for the input field? For the input is the tag name for this field. INPUT. Then give third bracket. Then give at the rate attribute name. What does the attribute say? Data, any attribute. It does not matter that whether you name, XPath or class, all this stuff. You can give any attribute. Data hyphen test ID. Data hyphen test ID. Then what is this? You need to give equal sign, then single colon, and then corresponding value equal to. Yeah, that is the attribute, right? That is the tag name input, then type is the attribute, class is the attribute, different color. Name is the attribute, ID is the attribute, data ID is the attribute, that is called value. Yes, yes, I will show you everything. Okay. Yes, anything you could see. Now you could able to see it is giving you one of one. And you could see in the left side it is highlighting the element. You could able to see. It is highlighting the element and is unique in nature, right? Okay, that is the way. But now say I want to use AND operation. So how can I do? I can use AND. Here I can use AND. So in case still with the help of royal email data hyphen test, maybe two or three element is visible. So I'm just giving an example here. So say give it input and say here give it at the rate type equal to text. How many element? Input type 1 text, okay, or still one, right? Maybe there might be some other cases also, say here ready pages, okay, you can copy it, go here and press Ctrl F and give it, create it. You could see number is 8, one about of 8, but it is not unique. Then how can you create it uniquely? So that is the reason sometime in case it's not uniquely visible, I can create it AND operation. So simply give it and here you can give it at the rate, here you can give it ID equal to the corresponding value, email. And now you could see one of one. In case both are unique, you can give OR as well, right? So that in case your ID got changed tomorrow, but still it will be valid. So you can create the XPath, right? One of one. You need to see always one of one. Okay, that is the way. Apart from that, now if you want to validate that your XPath is created uniquely, you can go to the console. Here you can type dollar, then X, and within the double quote, you need to give the XPath whatever you have created. 1 second, what is happening? Windows 12 and go to the console, dollar X within the double quote. What value it is not keeping? Okay, I can create one more XPath also. So say slash slash input is the tag name, then third bracket at the rate ID equal to email. So that part I can copy it, I can paste it here. Okay, third party cookies will be blocked, maybe some issue also, but let's type it slash slash input, yeah, that one. Okay, now if you press enter here, you could able to see this is there, right, displaying. Now if you expand it, you could see length is 1, right? And if you select it, right, if you highlight, you could see left pen, it is getting highlighted. What is the exact field? And length is 1 means only one element uniquely defined. So that is the way you can create your own XPath. Now say, that is the way you can create it. In case exactly value is there, and or any kind of attribute and corresponding value. But sometimes that corresponding exact value is not matching here. Suppose say here I am creating XPath with name, but name again same part I need to give it exactly, right? And again it will fail. Though I am creating the XPath, still it will fail because name dynamic part will change every time. So for that, what I can do, there is another options available called I can use contents or I can go with start with. So here I'll try to create the XPath called start with. So here input, tag name is input and name I will use input, then starts with slash slash tag name starts hyphen with exact keyword, then at the rate attribute at the rate name comma, then corresponding value. It is starting with name. Then I think first bracket and third bracket. Tag name slash slash input starts with, here you need to give at the rate sign. Yes, at the rate sign missing. Now you could see one of one, right? So here I have removed the dynamic part, but static part will never change. So I am able to identify the element uniquely, one of one. Able to understand? That is the way I am just removing the dynamic part because there is no other options available. Or I can use contents, so that contents name part I want to deal with. But here I need to understand it is uniquely identified or not. Now what I will do, I will simply copy the code, and here I will go to the code here, and instead of like name I will change it to XPath, and I will change the value correspondingly. Now if you write your run your code, you could able to see it should run properly. It should enter the value in the Rahul. So that is the way you can create your own XPath. There are multiple options available. Say suppose here you can try with contents also. Let's see. Sometimes contents, in case the word is able to uniquely identify, it should work. Contents keyword. So generally content should be used in the not from the starting part, either in the middle portion or in the late portion or in the starting portion might also work. So here add the rate type and sub part. So let's see in case contents is using or not. So instead of tar to it, I can use content. Still might work. Yeah. You could see it is now one of two. It will not work because we need to always identify with the unique one. So that is the way you need to just go with the mix and match combination wise. You need to try to see how to yet create the XPath uniquely. Either you need to give all these content, start with, end with. In case sometime XPath is not available, we will go with the CSS. I will go with the multiple combination and or options, all this stuff. So this is the couple of way we can create the XPath. So simple syntax is at slash slash tag name, attribute name equal to value. Sometime in case you are not sure the tag name, you can give the star marks as well. Okay, but it should identify the unique one. You can go with or, you can go with and in case you use a link, right? So suppose a link, and link text and partial link text also sometime, right? There might be challenges. So what I can do, I can create an XPath also with the help of the link also, for the link also. So what I'll be doing, it is slash slash tag name. Anchor is the tag name, right? What is the link? Forgotten password. Say. So what I can give it text equal to. So that is the way I can give the XPath. So here it will be not at the rate sign, simply text text equal to the corresponding value. You could see one out of one uniquely identified, right? And it is highlighting the forgotten password link. So that is the way, or you can suppose say that part is completely static and that part is dynamic. So you can use start with or contains word. Okay, so that is the way you need to deal with that. Yeah. Yeah, that is the way, right? You need to understand in case it is failing, then only you can go with the XPath. So that is the reason I always prefer XPath. I do not rely on all this stuff. Though it is element localized there, I always go for my own XPath creation. So that there will be 0% chance of failure. But 0% means less chances of failure. Because you never know that something might got changed, right? So you need to kind of give it more weightage so that it will, because as and when failure means you need to debug it more and more, you need to give more time on the maintenance part. But what I will do, I will just try to do in the better way, right? So that my maintenance effort will be reduced down the line. Sorry. Hmm. Yes, right. So suppose say you are not able to, there is no ID, a name, suppose say link text, parser nothing is available. Or they are available, but still it is not uniquely able to identify. Something static, something dynamic, or something is breaking it up. Then we will go with our own expert of CSS. Yeah, yeah. In case it is working like suppose say in the other page, right? I saw that uniquely identified ID. Then you can go it, not be a problem. But in case its ID is common, right? Two or three IDs there, then how can you do it? There's no other way, right? You need to do it because you need to use AND operation. Expert also AND operation, right? Suppose say I can go with the type and ID combination. So say here I'm just giving a simple example. There are two persons, right? You are two ladies also there here. Okay, Namrata and Namrata. But in case I am pronouncing Namrata board, right? I think the one Namrata left. Okay, okay. So can you able to identify Namrata which Namrata is talking? But in case I go with surname, right? Then I can easily identify that is the person. So I will go with the both the name and surname. Name equal to this, surname equal to this. That is a simple example. Okay. Yeah. So that is the related to XPath. And CSS is objective is still same, but CSS is pretty much fast forward. But CSS have some differences also. In CSS, some advantages that it will take very less time. It is more faster. Okay, and objective is still same. Okay, and it will take less time to create the CSS. But you cannot use text field for the CSS. But in CSS, apart from your contents and start with, there is another option called end with available for the CSS. Okay, I will explain what is CSS, all what are the thing we can do it. And CSS you can see how easily we can create the CSS. Okay, so suppose in case I have having the ID. Okay, so how can I create it CSS easily? You could see. So I have already ID. So simply give the tag name. And what is the ID email? So tag name is input. You no need to give slash slash. In case you know the ID, you can give hash sign. That then hash sign, then simply give ID. You could see one of one uniquely, right? That is the CSS. Okay. Next, in case you are having some sort of other attribute, okay, so how can you do it? Input tag name, then give third bracket. No need to give at the rate sign. Simply type and the value, right? Attribute name equal to value. Say ID equal to email. No need to give, I think, another tuple. So you could see one out of one, right? But no text use you cannot use in CSS. If you want to use multiples or right, you can also use it or. That is the way. Tag name one value and other value or. Okay. Then suppose say ID equal to already there given, or you can if you go to his name also you can use name here again name equal to email. So in case anything is working, it will work one of one. So that is the way you can go with the CSS. Then next one, right? What is the other options available? Called end with, content, and start with. So in case you want to do it start with, suppose here there's a name field, right? Start with, I want to create it. So for the name field, right? How can I do it? So there is a tag name first you need to give input, then start with. What is the symbol for start with? Attribute. Then that is the sign and prefix of the string. What is the attribute? Attribute is the name. That sign I will simply give. Okay, and I will simply give name starting part. I think equal to sign I need to give it equal to. You could see one out of one, right? So that is the syntax for CSS. Everything is given in the PPT. I will share it. Then if you go with the contents word, you need to give attribute star marks and substring star. Okay, it is two one of two display, so you cannot go with that. In case suppose the last part you need to give it, which is static might be, right? So you can give the last part also where sign will be dollar. Okay, suppose say the last part I need to give it for anything. Say type equal to password, right? So type. So what is the syntax for dollar? It will be dollar. last part I want to give. Say SWORD. SWORD. You could see it is still able to 1 to 3, but that is fine. That is the way I will try to go with the unique one. But you could still able to see. Maybe I can go with the other one. I can give one more S. Still it is doing. But I need to identify uniquely. So instead of type, I can go with name. Okay. Or I can go with other part, ID. Okay. So you can give SSWD. You could see now one of one. So that are the tricks and tips. As and when you will be working more and more, you will be able to identify it. That is the experience base completely. As and when you will be working, creating your own, you will be facing the challenges. You need to identify you need to apply your brain, right? Simple way. So what is the unique way I will be able to create the one of one, but that are the supporting thing usually available. But that combination you need to give it. No, no, that is the depend, right? Because in case it is start in XPath, it is start with and contents is there, right? But in CSS ends with content start with all option is there. In XPath text is there, but CSS other option is there. So some of the organization they use CSS, some organization they use XPath. So it will depend based on organization, based on your customer as well. But CSS XPath both are reliable, but CSS having some drawback, right? Maybe it is not able to go from the forward to reverse other stuff, or it is not able to use, you cannot use the text also. But better you can go with the CSS, and whatever CSS cannot cover, you can go with the XPath. So that is my suggestion. No, it will depend on God. Some organization say that always go XPath. And in case you are not go, then go with CSS. But my preference will be that go with CSS because it will be very, very straightforward and it will take very less time to create it. Sorry? Console. No, no, console is the different syntax, but it is same. You no need to go to the console. If you are able to go with one by one, that is still fine. And if it's left pan, it is highlighting on the node. That's objective. Okay. That is the tax ticks I have just shown you that you no need to worry about this. You could see one of one and it is left side is highlighting the element. That's objective. So automatically it will work. Yeah, that is different, but yeah, I think but few of the plugin already disabled, right? Just kind of crop or other stuff was initially there, but Firefox does not supporting. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, most of the plugin now not available. Most of the plugin is not available now. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, they you need to use. But apart from that, do you know Sanjay Kumar? Okay, who developed a tool, right? It's called Selector Hub, which will give you very easy to think to identify the expert. But still, right, it should better that you should give much focus because most of the time, right, interviewer also will ask the question. Though you are able to create the expert by your own any tool, but they will definitely give some weightage that what are the different way to create the expert of CSS. You need to thoroughly understand. Sometimes some tool might not work due to the client limitation, right? Then how will create it? Sometimes your customer is not supporting any kind of other plugin. Then this is the only way to create the expert of CSS because you cannot download this tool in the customer environment. So just you need to give the weightage how to create your own expert cases so that you will never in trouble at a point of any point of time. Because in case you are working with the web pages, web testing, website testing, right? Whatever tool you are using, it does not matter whether you are using Playwright or Selenium or Cypress. Always expert and CSS you need to deal with that. Okay. So I'll repeat it once more time, then I'll go for any questions in case you are having any questions. So images primarily sometimes can be static, sometimes can be linked, might be there. But images link, you cannot use the link text or partial link text. So you also always you better go with the CSS XPath to identify the images. In case it is a link, so you can click on the images, so it will go for another window or another page. And apart from that, there is a attribute get attribute methods available through which you can get the different properties of the different attribute values. So for the checkbox and area button is nothing. So you can first check whether it's displayed or not, is enabled or not, is selected or not. After that, you can click it for the area button. And for area button, if you select other option, the first one will be automatically deselected and second one will be selected. But for the checkbox, whenever you are clicking on the first time, you can select it. And whenever you are clicking for the second time, it will be again deselected. And whenever you are clicking for third time, again it will be selected. Like that is the way. In case you want to deal with any drop down value, so drop down value tag name is will be always select tag, and you need to take help from the select class already available in Selenium WebDriver. There are a lot of methods available: select by index, select by text, visible text, or select by kind of value. So you can select the element from that one. If you want to scroll down or scroll up a page, you need to take the help from the JavaScript executor interfaces. There are a lot of methods available. You can scroll down some pixel or scroll up by 6 pixel, or you can scroll to the left or right side by some pixel movement. You can go to the bottom of the page. You can identify element first, then you can directly do some operation of the element using scrolling down. In case, right, in particular some element, right, there is no kind of id class, name, link text partial available, so you can write, you need to create your own XPath or CS selector, but sometimes those are available but still it is not working because of some static and dynamic components. Still you need to go to create your own XPath or CS selector, CSS selector. So XPath and CS selector objective is pretty much same only, but XPath, like, you are able to create XPath for the link as well, but which is not possible through CSS. In XPath, you are having only, you can go from use contents and start with, but in the CSS you can use end with, start with, and contents as well. So simple syntax for the XPath is slash slash tag name at the rate attribute name equal to value. You can use and, or you can go with the text. You can use state content start with. And for CSS, the is very straightforward. Tag name, attribute, and the corresponding value. And if you want to go start with, you need to use the some attribute and the sign and the prefix of the thing. In end with attribute dollar suffix of the string. If you want to contains, it will be attribute start substring. You can use with the multiple symbols as well. In case you know the ID, it will simply tag names as ID. If you know the class name, it will be simply tag name dot class name. That is the way you can simply create your CSS selector as well. So that's all from today's session. So next fourth session will be on the Java. Once you get the good confidence of Java, then I will complete the remaining Selenium WebDriver. Then slowly I will go with the TestNG, then the other framework. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.